Warning, this is not a spoiler free zone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Naomi G. Davis, and let's talk about last week. Actually, I have something else to talk about. I plan to do a weekly segment that's called Last Week in BL, but it turns out that not much is happening because it's December. Everything is winding down. So I think Last Week in BL has to pick up in 2026 when the industry picks up. But right now, what I really want to talk about is me and Thee. Though this is not a spoiler free zone, I'm going to try my best not to spoil things about shows that are currently airing. And because of that, I didn't give my hypothesis about the show is going to be, because watching the first couple of episodes, I was like, this is either going to be a love triangle between Thee, Mock, and Peach, or Mock has William. William is about to show up. William is about to show up for S because they're pairing. That's what I was thinking. I was like, William is going to show up. And he didn't show up for a very long time, but then he showed up finally last week. And I was like, oh my God. It was literally just a little preview, just a little scene. And I was already like, oh my God, let's go. So I'm really excited. I'm glad it's not a love triangle because it was not going to end well for Mock. And I really like S. So I'm glad William showed up. So I'm a huge fan of Fameful. So them being back together again is a lot of fun. So right now, the wickedest of them all is off screen because the family has to be afraid of something. Thea and Rome's family have to be afraid of something because they have very intense rules put in place to hopefully protect the sons, isolate the sons, keep them lonely and all these things, but protect them. And because of that, I'm like, who is this enemy? Who is this villain off screen that the family is so worried about? They have these intense rules to keep the kids isolated and safe. I just wonder who this person is, because whoever, or this syndicate, or whoever it is, because they are the wickedest of them all. Because we've got some bad guys on the show, like whatever his name is, that guy who got shot by Thee. That's my only thing about the pacing. It's like we're on episode 6. Show us the danger. Show us the mafia side, because we're very immersed in the perfume business that Thee owns. But it's time now to show the underground. It's time to show the danger. It's time to show, So that's my thoughts about the pacing. I'm just ready for us to show a different side of the story because I know it exists. And they had their first kiss on episode 5, which I'm totally fine with. That's very droopy. That's very BL. Um, but Peach was still very much like, oh, it's happening. And it's like, how does Peach not know it's happening at this time? So that's the other problem with the pacing. Like, Peach needs to catch up. It's getting annoying. Like, obviously, he's like talking about how he doesn't have love and he's not looking for love. I'm like, what are you talking about, Peach? This boy is here pursuing you. You know that. I just think, he's very strange. He's odd. But Dee is very, I think, open about the fact that he's pursuing Peach. So Peach talking like, oh, there's no one who ever loved me, or whatever the hell he was saying in that scene. I was like, Peach, it's time for you to catch up. With the kiss, hopefully he's now caught up. I always think that the help is the MVP. Not that Mach is so much more than the help, right? He's someone who grew up with Dee, and I think growing up with Dee means he grew up with Rome, which means that love story is probably beautiful and long and messy and heartbreaking. I'm really excited for that to unravel. And I just think that it's Mach is an MVP because like he's riding bikes to make sure he keeps his eye on Dee. He shows up when Dee's like, I'm hot. Shows up with an umbrella to cover him from the sun. He's just so on top of it. He hears Roman's coming back, so he books Rome the best, most comfortable ride. Very much his favorite foods, his favorite things, all on this plane ride. All because of Mach. And because of that, just because of the way he maneuvers through the show, he maneuvers between the characters, the way that he's integral to how this story is being told without being a romantic rival. I really like him. And I also like S. So it could just be that, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to see more of Mock. I'm excited to see more. I know what he's like as a worker. I know he's a badass. More, I just need to see what he's like personally. I just want to see more of him. Probably because he's S. I don't know. S character Mock is very tropey BL character. He's cold, he's aloof, but also he's got the greatest heart inside, and he takes care of the person he loves. GMMTV is really good at BL tropes, probably because they made some of them. But the thing that I think is really tropey are the mob guys. I think B is an exaggeration of a mob boss in love trope. He's very tangy from History 3 Trapped Coded, but he's also a joke. He's funny. He's obsessed with soap operas. He thinks that's life. He treats life like a soap opera. Like, the devil works hard, but these guards work harder. Like, it's just so funny that he's like, you stay away from me, but they're just like there. They're just around protecting him, even though he said go away because they have to protect him. Yeah, they're the MVPs because they're always there. Like, he said, what are you wearing? Everyone can see you, and they all look down immediately so they don't see what he's talking about.
ผมโตมากับกล้องนะคุณไม่ได้เป็นมาเฟียแบบคุณโตมากับปืนแต่ฉันไม่มีทางใช้มันยิงเธอ
Me and be different from other mafia BLs is the fact that it's a comedy and the character Fee is insane. He is such a unique character. He's very different. And because of that, he's a trope of the mob boss. He's the tangy, he's that character, but he's also an extreme of it. He's an exaggeration. He's a soap opera copy, and he's made himself a soap opera copy. And he seems to have a great relationship with his parents. He seems to have a good relationship with his brother. Why he's so weird is beyond me, because I don't think he's on the spectrum. I think he's just odd. And why he's this odd, I don't know. I first thought, he fell in love with soap operas because no one ever loved him, is what I was thinking. But no, he has his parents, he has his brother. Everybody seems happy. Everybody seems to like each other. Everyone gets along. So I'm not really sure why he's so messy. He's a little messed up, except that it's really good TV. Very, very, like, he doesn't understand things. And when you think about the way, like, he's like, I watch this show whenever I want to be close to you, to his mom. And it's like, Rome is right. His little brother's right. He could just get on. He miss his mom. He's got money. Get on a plane and go see mom. Why are you talking about, I gotta put on this soap opera from 20 years ago? It's very odd. He's just a weird dude. Also, something that I love that me and Thea is doing is very, very getting rid of the trope of like the other brother or the other heir hating the main lead and like wanting to destroy him and all that stuff. The brothers get along very well. They seem to love each other very much. Whatever the bad is, it's not coming from inside the house. He is Chekhov's gun in this show because they've told us he's in the mafia. They mention he's in the mafia. He's got so many guards protecting him because he's in the mafia. But we only show him at his perfume company. We don't show him with the mafia. We know that they're there. He has his guards. He's got his gun practice. He's always making sure he's a good shot. But we haven't actually seen the mafia side of the show yet. We haven't seen the bad guys that mean that Thea and his brother Rome have to have so many rules. And so they're the gun that needs to go off by the third act, because you can't tell me he's a mafioso, but then only show him with, perfumes. Like, what else does he do? Like, what does he actually do for money? I don't think it's his perfume line. No, they're in the mafia because Thea doesn't go anywhere without like 10 guards. He's always got his guards with him. His guards are always working hard. They're always running around. They're always protecting him. They're always there. And we never see like what they're protecting him from. Especially because when he steps in to save Peach in episode 4, they're behind him. They don't need him. He doesn't need them. He can shoot people by himself. He can get it on by himself. So I just want to see the bad guys. This has been the BL Script Desk. I'm Naomi, And let's watch the moment from me and Thee that made me squeal like a little girl.